Danny's case is really interesting. He came in about 7 years ago. He was a figure skater trying to get on the U.S. skate team. When he rotated, he kept spinning. And so he was like, my career is over. I don't know what to do. He came in, he was pretty desperate. And we did some upper cervical x-rays and we found that his atlas was off. It was all misaligned. And so we started treating him with upper cervical specific chiropractic and it resolved it. He's been competing for the last 7 years. It only took about 3 months to get him back on track, which was quite remarkable. And ever since then, he's just been progressively getting better and better. It's been amazing to see the progress with him, but he now just comes in for regular maintenance adjustments and things, and his ability to skate has greatly increased and his confidence in that. So it's been kind of life-changing for him.
So I do Olympic figure skating, pairs specifically, and I'm also a psychotherapist. I've been skating for 25 years now. Yeah, so around 2018, I had like a concussive event on the ice where I fell on a jump and kind of smacked my head back. I didn't hit the ice, but it was a whiplash. I was cleared from a concussion standpoint. All the doctors were like, yeah, he's good to go, right? But I still had these really peculiar symptoms. And it turns out I had a lot of kind of upper cervical tension, occipital nerve tension, atlas misalignment. The symptoms were really strange. Probably the strangest one was this pulling sensation behind my eyes and just a lot of like headache stuff, vertigo, dizziness. And my neck was super weak. I couldn't hold it up for very long. And so I started seeing Dr. Grammer in like March of 2019. We did an x-ray, saw this severe kyphosis in my upper cervical spine, atlas joint completely out of alignment, a lot of muscular tension, a lot of weakness, thoracic spine, all of it was just jacked. And so we did the functional movement training and then atlas adjustments twice a week at the time. Pretty much after the first couple of adjustments, I was able to skate again. I want to honestly thank Dr. Arter and Dr. Grammer because they were so patient with me. It wasn't a revolving door with the appointments. It was like they really sat with me and explored some of these anxieties I had. My vestibular system has to be in like peak condition for skating. Well, I think one thing I learned at Thrive is that mobility is super important, right? So I think since then I've just been super hyper-focused almost in a good way on my mobility and like my neck strength. I mean, since I've been at Thrive, I've taken hits on the ice, I've had falls, but none of them have done anything because I have this extra like bubble and safeguard of the atlas adjustments and then also these tools. The maintenance is just something that's included in my daily routine anyways. I mean, I think body work in general is super paramount for any athlete, but with head and neck stuff, I think it's really important too because once you've had one concussion, obviously the likelihood of another is increased, but on top of that, I think your neck is kind of the buffer that you need it to stay strong and malleable so that you don't have further events. And I think people overlook that. So I think it's really important for athletes to just maintain their bodies in general, do body work, go to chiropractic, get massage, stuff like that. Thrive was a bit of like the culprit for that. For me, taking care of my body more, focusing on mobility and being able to carry that into future scenarios where I might have an injury or have some sort of fall that causes anxiety. I think everybody could benefit from Thrive, especially if you've had a car accident. I think all athletes could benefit from Thrive. I don't think there's anybody that wouldn't benefit